Well, shelves are getting emptier, and families relying on food pantries could soon see fewer nutritious options like chicken, eggs, milk, and cheese. The issue stems from a nationwide halt in government food deliveries.
The USDA has paused some $500 million in shipments to food banks nationwide. Xavier Harris tells us how this new change is affecting local distribution centers like our own Chattanooga Area Food Bank. Xavier?
Well, David, Cindy, the Chattanooga Area Food Bank is among many agencies nationwide seeing crucial funding and nutrition programs paused, canceled, or erased. The food bank CEO recently shared tough news with volunteers. More than $1 million in USDA food assistance is gone. That means truckloads of much needed groceries that were supposed to arrive won't be coming at all.
We anticipated the cuts coming. We've been preparing for these announcements to happen.
That announcement, the USDA has halted $500 million in deliveries to food banks nationwide.
You know, there's a lot of uncertainty over what's going to happen and how do we continue to meet the need in the community.
With food costs still high and demand growing, Melissa Blevins, CEO of the Chattanooga Area Food Bank, says they are working to find new ways to keep up.
You know, that's what we do is we take a step back and say, okay, how might we navigate this type of disruption to our services, and what can we do to continue to make sure the neighbors who are counting on food banks and food pantries, we can continue to serve them.
But without those shipments, it's getting harder to provide fresh, nutritious food to the families who rely on them. The Chattanooga Area Food Bank was expecting significant shipments of USDA-provided food, but those deliveries have now been canceled. The loss amounts to more than $1 million in food assistance, leaving a massive gap that the organization must now try to fill.
We certainly can go out and purchase more food. Having the partnership with Feeding America and the 199 other food banks across the country, we are all working closely and talking daily about how do we meet the need in this gap.
This funding came from the USDA's Commodity Credit Corporation, which helps purchase food from American farmers to supply food banks. But with the program now on hold, rural communities, which rely heavily on government-supplied food, are feeling the impact the most.
And we know that. We know the way that we meet the needs of some of our rural communities might look vastly different than meeting the needs of our Chattanooga neighbors.
And for now, the food bank is calling on the community to step up and help out however they can, whether it's donations, food, money, or your time. All of it can make a difference. Latrice?